What's happening, guys? Welcome to another edition of Malt Reviews. Today, this is one that I realized we've never done before. A classic, Lagavulin 8-year-old, but this is actually the 200th anniversary. Released 2016, limited edition. They still make it, and I've actually never tried any of the others. They score pretty high consistently on whiskey base with this guy. It's bottled at 48%, 96 proof. Obviously, mainly refill bourbon casks to highlight the distillery character. I'll show you the bottle here. Just want to show you the box, the whole presentation. Boom. Lagavulin 8, classic. Let's test it on the nose. Anybody who's into any of the higher age Lagavulins, the 16, any of the facial bottlings, special editions, is going to absolutely adore this. This is the essence of Lagavulin, that beautiful, beautiful peat. It's campfire. This is a little more Ardbegian. This is more soot and cigarettes and ashtrays. Like you have an ashtray that people have been smoking cigarettes all day, hasn't been emptied, cold, but almost like crystallized. Gonna sound so weird. Like popcorn, take that ashtray full to the brim of cold used cigarette ash and pour melted butter over it. It's got the freshest, most beautiful, like grass-fed dairy, grass-fed cows, melted butter. Like you get Irish butter, Kerrygold, or even from New Zealand. Just the highest quality, sweet, grass-fed melted butter. It's so beautiful. Of course, lemons, grapefruit. So sweet, so sugary. Everything's crystallized. It's so pure. None of that sherry from the Lagavulin 16 you might be used to. I get heavy, like graham cracker. Sweet graham cracker from that Lagavulin 16 sherry, very characteristic. This is just pure essence, peat Lagavulin. From what I read, this is peated at around 35 ppm, but after distillation and maturation in the bottle and glass, it's more like 16 to 18 ppm. Oh, and let me just say, so the whole idea of bottling this 8 years old was Alfred Barnard, who is probably the best whiskey historian. His book covering all the distilleries is world famous. Check it out. Says, we journeyed through the village of Lagavulin, quote, the mill in the valley, what it stands for, and no prettier or more romantic spot could have been chosen for a distillery. We tasted some 8 years old before starting, which was, quote, exceptionally fine. Imagine Lagavulin 8 in the late 1800s when they tried it. Amazing. Yeah, lemons, grapefruit, kippers, beautifully coastal. Sea spray, olive oil, pure salted olive oil, brine. This would make the best martini ever. Wow. I mean, it's all in that Islay peated small spectrum of flavors. But within that spectrum, for the various locations of Islay, and comparing like Ardbeg, Laphroaig, what you're used to with Lagavulin, it's quite complex within that sphere. Almost say like micro complexities. Just beautiful, beautiful. Almost now some very light, creamy milk chocolate, some white chocolate, even getting to that sweetness level, that cocoa butter sweetness level. Palate, can't stop anymore. Palate, so good. Want to try it so bad? Oh my God, that ABV. You cannot replace ABV. Why we love our whiskey as close to cask strength as possible. Wow, 48%, just hitting it. Noses and drinks like higher. Unbelievable. Obviously, I assume chill filtered, like it always is. Doesn't say non-chill filtered, but man, this texture is so creamy. It's so oily. It's so clean and pristine. This is like, how do I say, like, if you could have a clean, pure, salted, obviously salted ocean, peated ocean, this would be the water you drink fresh out of the ocean. Imagine you could drink ocean water, but it's not too salty where it's offensive, and it's heavily peated, it's clean, and it's pure. This is exactly what that would taste like. Again, soot, cigarettes, ashtrays, lemon juice, grapefruit, some light lime. More of that fresh, just beautiful, pure, grass-fed butter. You can literally taste the clean grass in the butter, in the whiskey. That's how pure this is. Clean, pure. So distillate driven. This is what tells you, many have called this naked. I like that, a naked expression. No cask cover up at all, which is way too common these days. This tells you that even today, Lagavulins, and again, we all wish it was not chill filtered or peated because it's so amazing. But this tells you Lagavulins, pure malt, pure distillate is still as good today as any on the market. So wonderful, so luscious. With water. 48%, give it a little water. This is unbelievable. Let's go to Islay. About 3 drops there. Wow. Oh, I didn't say. This has been breathing for about 30 minutes before I tried it. Oh yeah, fruitier, sweeter, toffee, more of that butter. Wow, now the milk chocolate is deepening, creamier, but even almost a little darker at the same time. Hard to describe milk chocolate. Unbelievable. Still oysters, kippers, getting sweeter. This is just so enjoyable. This is why I say that if the malt, the distillate, is quality enough, distilleries should not be afraid to showcase an age statement. Like, Arden and Morgan, I'm talking to you as well, because you guys have amazing distillate. People know you're a relatively new distillery. Don't be afraid to post that age statement 4, 5, 6 years and let us track its maturation as you get going. You start paying the bills, get it to 7, 8, 9, 10 years old plus. Don't be afraid. Be transparent. Oh, beautiful butter, grass. Now some light flowers, some violets, some dandelion, some lavender. Very perfume-esque with water. Palate. God. Still. A little softer. A little creamier, more buttery with water, but still clean, pure, just luscious salted olive oil. Smoked brine, cigarettes, soot, ashtray. But again, cigarettes, ash, soot, some light sheep's wool, melted butter all over. Wow. Pick this up. This was actually on the shelf for a while. So pick this up for 50 American dollars. Original price. I know it's gone up a bit. I looked at, we're in California. I looked at Total Wine and Bevmo, Beverages and More. I think it's about more like $65, but still, value age, insane. Lagavulin 8, 200th anniversary. I'm so impressed by the distillate forward nature. I give it an 88 out of 100. I know it's one of our favorite distilleries. You guys know that too. Lagavulin 8. Wow. Stay tuned, guys, for many more. We're trying to crank out Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week. Hit subscribe, like. If you enjoy the video, many more. Cheers.